I got one idea that I'm especially psyched out of my mind about. You know, it's one of those ideas where you're just like, yes!
Dave? Dave Flynn?
On the radio!
Hold on to your butts.
Hey there, welcome to Dave Flynn on the radio, the #1 blogcast on the internet. I'm Dave Flynn, and since reading is hard, I'm going to do it for you. Today's story starts with a simple idea. If customers are dodging what you're selling, the problem might not be the customers. Jack Smith figured this out pretty early, and instead of trying to make advertising louder, he made it easier to trust. It's the same pattern we saw with the Segaville story a few weeks back. Great businesses don't win by persuading harder. They win by removing the friction, removing the reasons people hesitate in the first place. You can find more stories and essays like this at winwithflynn.com. But if you're ready, I am ready. Let's jump into the show. Let them play. In 2011, at 21 years old, Jack Smith co-founded Vungle, a mobile ad startup that would sell to Blackstone for $750 million just 7 years later. At the time, mobile ads were a mess. Developers were cramming tiny banner ads onto small phone screens. They were easily ignored or worse, accidentally tapped, hijacking your entire experience. They obviously suck, Smith said, so we're going to do video ads. But Smith wasn't just chasing better click-through rates. He understood something deeper. Phones weren't mini computers, and apps weren't websites. They were their own world. To succeed in that world, advertising had to feel native. It had to be engaging. It had to be useful instead of annoying. While the industry still leaned on banner ads ported over from desktop sites, Vungle pioneered short, engaging video ads built specifically for mobile. They played smoothly inside apps and grabbed attention in ways banners never could. No redirects, no frozen screens, just a quick clip that fit the rhythm of the session. The technology required developers to integrate Vungle's SDK, their software development kit, but it was worth it. Not just for better results, but because it respected how people actually used their phones. Still, Smith asked a key question. What was the client really paying for? Was it views or clicks? None of those things mattered. What they wanted were installs. Someone who actually downloaded their app. So Vungle shifted their model once again. Instead of charging for impressions or clicks, they built an ad network where advertisers paid only for installs, the actual downloads. Publishers earned money every time a player tapped through and installed a new game. So, a player enjoying Subway Surfers might see a quick video ad for Clash of Clans. The Clash developer paid nothing unless that player actually clicked and downloaded their game. That one change had a ripple effect. If you're only paying for installs, the ad had better make someone want to install it. You can't afford fluff. You have to show the real thing and show it fast. Smith didn't stop there. He noticed something about how game developers marketed their titles. Lots of trailers, lots of reviews and flashy promos, and lots of effort, but something was missing. What converts better than a video? The answer was pretty simple. Play. Instead of telling people about the game, just let them try it. One level, one challenge, let them experience it themselves. If the game is good, it's going to sell itself, right? You don't need to convince people to play. You just need to get out of their way. The best ad for a game is the game. It mirrored a shift that had already happened in music retail. When stores let you listen before you bought, the guesswork disappeared. Were Deep Blue something real players? Or was it just breakfast at Tiffany's? Did Natalie Imbruglia's Left of the Middle have deep cuts, or was it just that single, Torn?
I thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man I adored. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. My conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith.
Wow, what a tune. Take my money. With Hear Music and later Blockbuster Music, you could preview the whole album. The guesswork disappeared. Confidence replaced that hesitation. People didn't buy less, they actually bought more because the risk was gone. Before that, people were buying full albums off the hype of that single radio hit. You buy Lynn's Steal My Sunshine and expect a whole album of breezy summer bangers. And instead, you're knee-deep in Man of the Year, some Canadian anti-capitalist hip-hop expressionism. Yeah, it goes on like that for quite some time. Playable ads work the same way. Instead of trying to convince someone a game was fun, you just let them play it. Drop a few troops, destroy a base, feel that moment of satisfaction. If they liked it, they'd keep going. No guesswork, no gamble. The game sold itself. Industry data shows that playable ads convert 2 to 3 times better than video and often deliver 30 to 50% longer engagement and higher quality installs. When you let people experience the core loop early, you don't need to persuade them. They've already said yes with their actions. Great businesses solve for customer hesitation by removing blockers. In music, that meant listening stations. In mobile gaming, Vungle used playable ads. In other contexts, it might be a warranty, a money-back guarantee, or a generous return policy. For story-driven or complex strategy games where a 30-second demo can't show the real value, teams learn to remove the risk in different ways, through early access or refunds, or maybe the first chapter's free. The mechanism doesn't matter as much as the psychology. Understand what's holding the buyer back and remove it. And game developers, they were signaling something deeper. They were signaling that they'd been disappointed too. So they said, try it. We've got nothing to hide. Vungle improved ads by giving developers a way to earn trust. When people self-select after a truthful preview, installs are more qualified, churn is lower, and the experience feels fair. That shift from pushing hard to removing friction turned advertising from interruption into invitation. Smith's journey shows what happens when you stop focusing on features and start understanding what customers are trying to avoid. Sometimes the best way to sell isn't to promise. It's just to let them play. There we have it. That's the pod. Thank you for listening. If you like what you hear, please share it with a friend. Give it a thumbs up. And if you've got a few extra seconds, give it a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you are listening. The engagement will make you feel so good, and it'll help other people find the show. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
All right, there you go, America. I love you. I'm proud of you. I mean it. We gotta go. This is great.